is it going to play itself out tonight as we play to a finish? Extra time and penalties, if that is what is required. Maka, good burst forward by MECZE, the young Scottish fullback for Derby.
Well, the thing you want as a manager is for your team to settle at home, give the crowd something to cheer. Less than 2 minutes, they've done that already at Derby County.
And the first chance of the evening for the big man to try and make the big impact early on. Howard, Moore and Leacock all in a line, they make that move. It's Darren Moore, and it is in. It is over the line, Derby County celebrates, and that is the best possible start. A giant step forward towards Wembley.
Well, big Darren Moore, he's as strong as they come. And John Viáfara is the man who's marking him. He doesn't jump, Darren Moore, he doesn't have to jump, he just has to use his body strength to keep Viáfara away from him and then head it towards the goal. Kelvin Davis thinks it's covered. Is it? The man on the line going to get a touch on it. Rudy Scatchell, no. Between the two of them, they can't keep it out. But there they are, they're pushing and tugging each other. 6 of one and half a dozen. And it lends its way into the back of the net. And look at him run away and go. Could Scatchell have stopped it after Kelvin Davis touched it? Well, he probably would have if he hadn't had the touch from Davis. And Billy, what a start.
For all the best laid plans, he couldn't have expected it to happen quite like that. And of all the people to get the goal, Darren Moore. But Derby caught out here, and Southampton have hit straight back at them. It is John Viáfara. It is 1-1 on the night, and it exploded into life here.
Oh, brilliant. What a fabulous finish. What a fabulous finish. No problem whatsoever. This finish is superb. But watch Stephen Bywater. Where are you going, Stephen? Your defenders are there. You're involved in a situation. Stay in the box. If he stays in the box, he might have a chance. He's got no chance when he doesn't. Saganowski puts him under enough pressure. And Viáfara, look at this for confidence and control. That is superb, because that's not an easy finish under pressure.
Southampton giving a good fist of what would need to be a little march into history in this division. No one has ever overturned a first leg deficit from home and gone and won it away, but Sermon looking to repeat the feat there from the first leg.
Well, Leacock was confident, thinking it's on his right foot. I'll allow him the strike.
Derby looking to up it. Pearson, it's a lovely ball in, and it's well away by Baird. Johnson.
Like you said, looking to up it, looking to try and get on the bits and make things happen. Not got a lot to aim for. Seth Johnson, he's been closed down almost immediately. And there's a half celeb from Billy.
Stood up well, Baird. The Derby supporters looking for the free kick, which didn't come. Now Leon Best. Forward comes John Viáfara. Viáfara for Southampton! The Saints are level. Viáfara has 2.
What a goal. What a goal. This is absolutely magnificent. Dean Leacock has an absolute nightmare when this ball comes from Baird, because he gets underneath it. But the control from Best is at its best. It is magnificent. And the timing of the run from Viáfara when he gets there is brilliant. He's waiting for him. There he is. Leacock misses it. Now he's waiting. He gives him it on cue. I thought he was going to strike it first time, but he took his time. He was patient. He wanted to pick his spot, and didn't he pick his spot? Because he gives us an absolute hammer into that near post. He can't see it by water, because before he can even move, it's in the back of the net. And look at the delight.
MECZE, Barnes. Found out nicely. Early ball from Pearson. Howard couldn't get there. Fagan could, and it's come away frustratingly, unbelievably.
Well, the ball from Pearson is absolutely outstanding. Doesn't read it, big Stephen Howard. Doesn't read it. He's waiting for the one in the air. But look at that. Right across the face. And then, as you said, Fagan does brilliant just to even get that on target. Johnson again. Oh, it's an own goal!
disaster for Southampton. Leon Best puts it into his own net.
Well, it's one of those, isn't it? Can you blame him? Not at all, because it screws off the edge of his boot. He comes off his near post, and he's tried to flick it with his right foot. How it comes off his toes and ends up going where it does, they can't believe it. Once again, it's Scatchel who's on that far post. He's holding the post. He's not particularly ready for the ball when it comes across, but there's no blame attached to him either. And Billy's boys are back in front.
Leon Best. Belmadi. This is Guthrie. Scatchel's cross. Took a lucky deflection. Chance for Belmadi.
Let's get to that desperation stage now. Let's get it up there. Even Idiakit's right up there alongside Rasiak.
Here is Idiakit. Tries a little bit of skill to unlock the door. This is a great run by Belmadi. Now Rasiak! Well, it just had to be, didn't it? The former Derby man keeps Southampton's season alive.
Well, I knew it wasn't over because they keep going. They get little bits of luck along the way. He knows that. 2 or 3 opportunities to clear it. They didn't do it. Belmadi's trickery did really well after Idiakit held the ball up. But Rasiak, when he's inside the 18-yard box, as a finisher, there isn't too many better. Darren Moore gets attracted towards the ball. And when Tyrone Mears just plays it onto the feet of Rasiak as he takes it away from Belmadi, look at that for a clinical finish. Left foot, bottom corner, you beauty.
They're not marching in just yet, but they are marching on to extra time. Records Rasiak's last-minute goal, enough to keep Southampton hopes going and to frustrate Billy Davies and Derby County. Jones, what a lovely little ball that is. Pearson! Oh, he was so close there, Craig Fagan.
Oh, what an excellent chance. Opening opportunity. It's a wonderful ball, as you said, by Pearson across. Can Fagan get there? Just that extra yard. Long stretch of that right leg. Just doesn't quite get there.
Towards Howard, of course. Oh, might come for Fagan. Still alive, and it's put behind, off the line by Baird. Now Pearson. He's beyond Viáfara. Jones and Howard trying to take up a position in the middle, just too far for Stephen Howard. Jones will take it. What a good one to attack, and what a wonderful opportunity for Howard. Rasiak gets a toe in, no flag against Leon Best. Early had Idiakit, who was screaming for it, but decided to try and remedy his own goal of earlier on. Jones, leave it to Oakley. Up towards Pearson. Idiakit has space now. Looks for Rasiak, who looks for the corner.
Well, he didn't want to leave it for Belmadi. He wanted to take it on himself. I think Rasiak, Idiakit was looking for Belmadi, but he took it off him and was trying to spin it with the outside of that left boot, hover it into that far corner.
Here's McEvely. That's not quite where he wanted it to go. It's with Leon Best, but it is all in vain. It is penalty kicks who will decide who comes out on top in this latest instalment between the two Scottish managers, Burley and Davies. 180 minutes couldn't separate them, nor could an extra 30. 4-4, and we go to 12-yard kicks. 40 weeks of championship competition, 46 regular season games, 2 playoff games, and it has come down to this. Leon Best, who scored that extraordinary own goal, which looked to have handed the place in the playoff final to Derby County, will look to strike the first blow against them. Best against Bywater.
Well, he showed Stephen Bywater which way it was going to go. Wasn't going anywhere else but to the left-hand side of him. His body language tells him straight away that's where it's going.
The young man signed for £1 million from Manchester United. Scores for Derby County, and they have the advantage.
Well, as cool as you like. It's the perfect penalty. Look as if it's going to go to the right of the keeper, then switch it the other way.
Andrew Sermon, who opened the scoring way back at St Mary's, finds the back of the net with his penalty, and Southampton are up and running in the shootout.
Well, quality finish, quality finish. Same again. Make the goalkeeper dive one way and put it the other.
Stephen Howard, whose 2 goals set Derby on the way. They hoped to victory. He's already scored 1 penalty in this tie. And he scores another, unstoppable from the big man.
Well, this is a long run-up.
It's a giant run-up from Rudy Scatchell, and it is a precision penalty.
Well, watch his feet. I'm not sure which even foot he's going to kick it with, the way he's shimmying along there from that distance. Little 2-step left footer, bottom corner. It's a small run-up.
And it is a perfect penalty.
Well, this kid's got so much confidence in his own ability. It's a 2-step, this one, but it's only 2 steps away from the ball. And then planted beautifully into the net.
It is Rasiak. Well, he was never going to miss, was he?
Well, he was waiting for Stephen Bywater to move, and Bywater tried to psych him out as well. He stood still for as long as he possibly could. Made no difference.
Derby take their 4th penalty. It is the man wearing number 4. It is Jay McEvoy. They have not put a foot wrong in this shootout, Derby County.
Well, we have seen some excellent penalties tonight, and this is another one. It is a terrific strike. Just look at this. You would be a goalkeeper in these situations because you're given no chance.
Inigo Idiake, the former Derby player, to keep Southampton's season alive. It is Idiake, and he has put it over. It is Derby County who will go to Wembley. Pride Park goes absolutely wild as one of their former heroes blasts it wide.
Well, the script was written, but not that way. It was written for Idiake to come on and score the winner for Southampton. It didn't happen that way. And just look at the delight for Derby now. They can celebrate. The game could have went either way. But when it came down to those 12-yard kicks, Derby were brilliant.